Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Like the wind I go, and like a man I come. Zephyr is here, and today I have come to review a game called Fall of Porcupine to see if it's worth playing during your downtime. I would like to thank the publisher for giving me a key to this game for me to review. Developed by Critical Rabbit and published by Assemble Entertainment, Fall of Porcupine is a casual story game where you will experience the ordeals of a medical practitioner. You will be playing as Finlay, a cute and adorable pigeon who is working as a doctor in a quiet dainty town called Porcupine. In between doing your daily medical routine, you will experience the challenges of a healthcare worker, such as receiving gratitude from your patient or death of your patient. A story of struggle between doing what you can and what is morally right, such as being the reason why there is a new patient in the hospital. And that is what Fall of Porcupine is all about. A story of Finlay's struggles of loneliness in a new town and the moral dilemma of being a doctor. A game that raises awareness of the ordeals that healthcare workers are undergoing in their line of work. There is no grand story or a great plot in Fall of Porcupine, just a day-to-day mundane lifestyle as a doctor. And the writing of the game is well written, as the conversation between you and your patient are rather realistic. With that being said, the game can feel rather slow-paced at times due to the mundane day-to-day activities. There is not much of a gameplay loop, as Fall of Porcupine is more of a storytelling game over everything else. Even though there are plenty of minigames as you administer medication to your patient, nothing bad will happen to them due to your intentional medical malpractice. As the outcome of the game is scripted, there is an option to turn off the minigame, but doing so will make the game pace feels even slower. I like the art direction of the game, and the developers even have a variety of colorblind options. The sound design of the game is well done. The music fits perfectly with the game's theme, and the environmental noise blends in harmoniously with the background and music. I find Fall of Porcupine to be a surprisingly good single-player experience, as the events occur in the game is just a tiny reflection of what is happening in reality. Although it does not show the whole picture, it is enough to create awareness. The only downside of Fall of Porcupine is that the game is relatively short. You can complete the game in about 7 to 10 hours. Although there is a small measure of replayability in the game, it might not be enough to replay the entire game again. Other than going for 100% Steam achievement, you can play Fall of Porcupine in English, German or French, and the game comes with a full controller support option. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Fall of Porcupine, and the game is available on the PC, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. You can get the game for $19 or based on your region GDP. Can I recommend getting Fall of Porcupine for $19 for you to play during your downtime? Cozy and indie gamers might be able to appreciate what the game has to offer, but some might argue that the game's asking price is expensive, considering how short the game is and the lack of a proper plot. I for one think it's a fair price, but getting it on the discount seems to be more appropriate so that your heart won't get stiffer with your purchase. My name is Zephyr, like the wind I go, and like a man I come, and it's time for me to go. Thank you for watching all the way to the end, and if you enjoyed the review, do consider subscribing to the channel as it will help me out a lot. Stay safe, have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the next video. See ya!